Welcome to our Wire-Off for 2023. With me is Tony Russ from Ideal. And first, thank you for all the amazing boards over there. I hope you recognized them when you walked in from the championship.
I've seen them once or twice.
Yeah, it was so neat for us to be able to have those. And for those of y'all watching streaming here, those boards that our contestants are working on were actually donated by Ideal from their national championships in Tampa last year. And so that's just one of the just one of many, I guess I should say, ways that Ideal contributes to our apprenticeship program and apprenticeship across the country. So tell me a little bit why you all are so involved in that, and why do you see apprenticeship as important to you all as well as us?
So it's really our next generation of skilled tradespeople, right? So we love working with the young men and the young women that come through all of our schools and really getting them excited about the opportunities that they have in front of them. So it's an opportunity for us to educate, but it's also an opportunity for us to give back.
Right.
We are a 100-plus-year-old family-owned company, and the company is very much committed to giving back to the industry that has made us as successful as we have been.
Absolutely, and give back. Those are just 8 of the almost 100 boards that you all gave us that we've put out to our 7 different campuses. And I think I might have shared, but these are now going to have a third life. So they started with you all at your championship. They're here for our Wire-Off, and now they're going to Pinellas County Schools for their day program electrical. So it's just that continuing. So I thank you for continuing to educate our future electricians.
Yeah, no, hey, the Ideal Nationals is a big thing for us as a way to give back and have a friendly, competitive environment. Right. But you all were fantastic, and your army that came to break all this stuff down. So we're thrilled to see this product being used today, and excited to hear that it's going to continue to get used.
It is a gift that keeps on giving, I guess, in a good way. But so tell me, so we talked about Ideal National Championship. It's coming back to Tampa, right?
It is. We'll be back here. I believe it's the early part of November.
Okay.
I apologize, I don't have the exact dates.
We'll hold you
and
to
it's
it
going to look a little bit different than it has in years past, but the gist is the same. It's a way for us to give back. It's a way for us to promote the trades. We recognize that there are an industry shortage of skilled tradespeople, not just in the electrical industry, but any skilled tradesperson. So it's a way for us to give back. It's a way for us to create excitement. And there's some really good careers that can come from, what some consider a non-traditional background. So we're very excited about it, excited to be part of this event. This is a great event, and I was actually taking some pictures earlier and texting them to some folks saying, hey, do these boards look familiar? And everyone commented back that, hey, it looks like a mini nationals event. So congratulations to you guys. This is a great event.
We'll shoot for that. It's a little bit mini nationals, but just real quick, how much, there's some dollars involved for some of these apprentices that can win, right, on your national level?
So last year, all in between our apprentices and our professionals, we gave away over $600,000 in cash and prizes. So this is significant, life-changing money for a lot of these, especially the apprentices, young men and young women. And, anytime you're waving around, $10, $20, $30, $50,000, it gets your attention.
It does, for sure. So tell me a little bit about, we love that, but tell me a little bit what's going on with Ideal. I know there are lots of tools that we were seeing out there, different products that are being developed, and since you're now director nationally, let's do a little bit there. What's going on for Ideal nationally here?
So again, we're a 100-plus-year-old family-owned company, and we have a focus on made in USA products wherever and whenever possible. And we have a lot of new products, not just on our core kind of wire termination tools and supplies, but test and measurement datacom. So we have more new products. We have launched more new products in the last 5 years than we probably have in the prior 15 combined. So new products is really what's fun to talk about. It's what these young men, young women, and honestly, a lot of the folks that we've talked to, the owners of companies coming by going, hey, this is really cool. Hey, it's not only cool, it's not only new, but it's an opportunity for me to make my people more efficient and save money in the long run. So it's an exciting time to be in the industry, and it's an exciting time to be at Ideal.
It is, for sure. If one of those people out there who's watching now or later as this recorded how do they go find out more about Ideal? How do they get in contact with you? Besides, obviously, you can always reach out to IEC Florida. We'll get you there. But what else can they do
Yeah.
online?
So IEC Florida has been a fantastic partner.
We'll connect you.
So anytime, feel free to reach out. But if you're looking for more information on our products, if you're interested in more information about nationals, the best way to reach out is idealind.com. So IND short for industries, but you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram and all the social networks.
All the socials.
So it's not hard anymore. Someone might need to explain all that to me, but
I will say
no.
your Instagram is pretty on top of things. I watch it. I follow it pretty well. That thing is going.
So I'll tell you what, that team is unbelievable.
Yeah.
They do a great job.
They are. Well, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being part of it. Thanks for our amazing boards. And we'll see you in a couple weeks at our general membership meeting.
Yes, ma'am. Looking forward to
Looking
it. Thank
forward-
you for your support.
Thank you. Take care.
Take care.
We'll go grab the next one. I'll go grab the next one. and thank you. Welcome back to our IEC Wire-Off. I am here with one of our favorite instructors, Southwire representative Marvin Bachner, employee Wayne Beach. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
So my first question is, how'd you get involved with our IEC apprenticeship program?
I've been an IEC member, not directly, as a manufacturer in the past. And we got down here, and the company I work for, I said, we need to get into the IEC. They're one of the largest merit supporters in the country, nationally known, and their apprentice program is great. So we come into it on a support side with equipment and as an instructor.
So when I asked you to be one of our third-year instructors, did you think I was completely crazy?
No. I was an instructor in the past.
Right.
And when you brought up 3 and it's motor controls, I love that. It takes a brain to teach that, and the students are great with it.
So speaking about third year, what do you think is one of the hardest things for the kids to get during that third-year apprenticeship program?
For me, it's the hands-on.
Right.
The labs and stuff. We're doing it remotely now, and we try doing it on the whiteboard, on the computer and stuff. But the actual hands-on to physically do it, I got 20 people in my class, and they're all pretty adept at what we do online.
So that's one of the neat things I think that IEC is able to offer. In addition to our 5 actual campuses, we also so we have them at Tallahassee, we have them in Pinellas Technical College where we are today, we have them over at HCC, we have them in Polk County at Travis Technical, Marchman Technical, we have them online where you teach for us, and then we also have one in Jacksonville now with someone you know helping us kick that one off. So tell us a little bit about how that started.
Yeah, well, my son moved down from the contractor in Massachusetts I used to work for and got a job up there with Metro Power, who was an IEC member, and then he wanted to get his company people into the training program, and he reached out and he became an IEC instructor for first level. So where he taught just like I did in Massachusetts, but it's a great opportunity because they're the future of our trade. And as well as we teach them and as well as we get the programs going, that's our future.
And so then we were able to put an on-the-ground, boots-on-the-ground program at Metro Power in Jacksonville. We're growing that and brought on some new staff there as well. So let's transition from IEC over to a little bit of Southwire. What's going on over there? What are some of the newest, greatest? I see wires hanging everywhere that look like Christmas trees and big cans and cool stuff over there. And tell us a little bit about what are those things over, and how does that really save time, money, effort for our contractors?
As a former PM, I look at a job. If a job's going to go south financially, it's because of labor. So Southwire's created numerous labor savings productivity tools in it. We have a coil pack cart that holds 8 rolls of, say, number 12 wire, 2,000-foot reels on there. And we set that up so it's one-time setup to pull 7, 8 conductors out. We have MC in a barrel, 2,500 feet of MC in a barrel, which makes it easier to pull it out. And one of the most important we have what they call cable and conduit. For labor savings, you take a look at a guy doing site lighting. He's putting 3/4-inch conduit together, PVC, throwing it in the ground, blowing a string through it, pulling wire through it. Well, our cable and conduit is an HDPE conduit on a reel up to 5,000 feet with conductors already in it. Okay. So you've saved all that labor on that. Also with tools and wire pulling equipment.
Very cool. So it sounds like there's a lot out there for all of our members and contractors. If they wanted to get a little more information, because I got to let you go finish judging over here in a minute, how can they get a hold of, what's the best way to find out about Southwire, get a hold of you, or who do they reach out to? Besides, obviously, IEC Florida. They can reach out, we'll connect you, but otherwise?
We have our, Marvin Bachner I work for is a manufacturer's rep. We rep Southwire. Our office is in Miami, but I work in Central Florida and I cover the whole state. So you could email our office, you could email me. And I have a couple trailers we travel around the state with pulling equipment, wiring equipment, that we can actually do wire pulls on a job site for you. In, of course, letting you know how the equipment works and hope that you might want to purchase it.
Very cool. I love it. So if you want more information about Southwire or Marvin Bachner, you want some demonstrations or to maybe even blow up some really cool stuff, then just reach out to us at IEC Florida. We'll put you in touch with Wayne Beach, one of our great judges, instructors, trainers, and partners. Thank you so much for being here. And I think you got to go judge. Some lights are going on over there.
Thanks, Natasha.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye.
the camera we're looking.
Hi, guys, and welcome back to our IEC Wire-Off. We are here with another one of our amazing sponsors who's here for our Wire-Off, as well as with us all the time at our meetings, and that's Ben Sorensen. Thank you, Linda and Andrew, for being here. Appreciate
Thank you,
it.
Natasha, for having us. We're having fun.
So it's a kind of funny story. I always like to share how we met, but we started with an IEC Georgia connection, and then we started talking about what we could offer our contractors. So share a little bit about how that started, kind of maybe a little bit on the Georgia side, and how that helps our contractors who are out there watching us.
Yeah, exactly. Well, so it was probably about 8 years ago when we were introduced to IEC Georgia after we were already working with some other commercial construction associations. And we developed a new program for their members, which is basically group buying power for 401k. And it truly is an unbeatable plan and specifically designed for the commercial construction company who has unique challenges with their type of workforce, with their profit margins. So it's really designed to hit that sweet spot and help them really focus more on their business and not so much on providing the benefits.
Absolutely. Andrew, what is one of the things you hear from our contractors when we're talking? I know sometimes they don't think they need it, but I know you said you were hearing someone saying they don't get contact from people. They don't have that personalized service. And what are you all kind of bringing that's that solution?
Yeah, that's one of the more common things we hear is, I need help with my 401k, but I got to wait 20 minutes on a 1-800 number to help us, just to get enrolled, where that's where we come in and provide a little more one-on-one touch feel with individual employees. Is you call us and, I'm going to be there picking up the phone, answering any questions for you. So we hear just like BenSource provides a more personal touch,
Right.
and a more one-on-one direct approach to 401k than some
I
of these
definitely
bigger ones.
experienced that. First of all, it was great because we were not able to, as a small 5-person association, hard for us to get one, and you were able to provide it for my employees, which was great, and do all the sign up, so I didn't have to worry about that. So that is one of the things that you offer as well, is you come down and actually help with those sign ups. So it's for someone who doesn't have a 401k. So let's talk about our contractors who are just too small, didn't think they could get it. How can you help them and kind of walk where situation I was in?
Right, exactly. So regardless of the size of employer, if you have W-2 employees, then with any size company, we can come in and make you look like a big company.
Right.
So one of the things we hear constantly is I'm trying to attract and retain employees. As a small employer, I'm competing against these bigger firms, and it's really hard. We come in and solve that. We'll give you big company benefits with very little output in price.
Right. And so then for someone who might have something I've learned in this process, a Roth IRA, they couldn't get a 401k. So there's some ways to turn that over. I know there's some time frames, but there's probably a good time to start looking at that now.
Well, basically, any type of retirement plan is something that we can help people transition from. Whether a lot of companies will have a simple IRA plan, which is actually anything but simple. They find out that a 401k is actually much easier than managing a simple IRA. So any kind of retirement, and even if we don't become a retirement plan provider for you, we are very much supporters of association members. Right. We just want to help people, and it always comes back to help everybody.
So speaking of that help, when whichever one kind of wants to take this, I know there's that benefit that comes with being part of our plan versus trying to do their own. I know there's some cost savings, administrative fees, so you want to touch on some of those who might say, hey, I already have one, but I haven't heard from my people, or I can't get a hold of them. What are some of those savings cost-wise that they may realize by connecting with you all?
Generally speaking, regardless of the size of employer, if you have a 401k plan, you can take the number of employees that you have and multiply it by 100 for how much you're paying as far as costs.
Wow.
And we almost eliminate that. There's an annual fee of $450, and that's all that the employer gets billed for. And we think that that ends up freeing up, because you're saving on fees, then you have more money to make contributions to your employees, which is what's going to attract and retain people.
So if I'm doing math and I don't do it well, you got 20 people and you're saving $100 per person for a flip of a 450 once a year, and that's about it.
That's it.
That's
Is
insane.
my math right? 20 times 100.
Yeah. That's insane. Okay, so any size, essentially any size company is going to save money if they have one currently. Check on
without question.
And then
The larger companies,
are gonna save a lot.
the larger companies actually are subject to a required CPA audit. It's a very special audit, and the minimum cost on that is $15,000, and we completely
don't
wipe
need that
that
anymore.
cost out. That's
So if you're already having to do a CPA for your 401k, if you're having any of those $100 a person employee, you're going to save some money,
Yeah.
and you're going to get a personalized service like Andrea talked about. That's insane. So let's also talk about, we were talking about employee recruitment and retention. So this is key for that. I know, Andrea, we were talking about a little bit about that, especially. So we're a little bit different generation when we're planning, but now this maybe your generation looking at bringing in those benefits. What are some of those things that you're seeing as that as a recruitment and retention type plan? Is that something your generation's looking for now and so forth?
Yeah, I was talking to someone earlier today, and she just goes, it's hard to keep and retain employees when they don't have a 401k plan. So without a 401k plan, your company might just be a little stepping stone. But when you bring in this for the IEC 401k plan, you're really providing a great benefit to the employee without a large cost, and it helps retain people. They know, oh, I'm getting 5% in matching. I'm getting 4% in matching. I get investments at a cheaper cost compared to this company. I'm going to stick, with this company that has the IEC 401k plan.
So I think that just kind of goes back to IEC in general, which we talked about, as an investment. IEC itself, the members of IEC as contractors invest in their apprentices, which is what we're here today, but investing as they're bringing those apprentices in, having benefits, what they can offer. So I know you do the 401k, but I know you do other things as well. So feel free to share those, because it's not just 401k. And so there's some insurance and other benefits as well that you're able to help with.
So we are Ben Source Employee Benefits. That's the name of the company. And so we'll manage both sides of the employee benefits that you're trying to offer. And we do very similar approach on the group insurance side, helping you provide medical, dental, vision, all of those types of things. Again, making you look like a big company to be able to attract those employees who are shopping employers. If I'm looking at two employers, these modern employees are asking about these benefits. We can help you check that box, but we'll also help you skin the cat to make it very inexpensive and just get by with what you need just to get something in place and be able to check the box.
And then you all, I will say from personals, are always here just to help, to be a part of, to contribute, whether it's flying down from Atlanta today to be here to help do check-in or help talk to our members. I appreciate that, and I know our members, like you were talking about, Andrew, they can pick up a phone and talk to a real person.
Yes.
They can shoot an email, can bring them paperwork they need to sign when they don't get it signed regularly. So I think that's a real key to that, why it makes a good connection and why our merit shop-based companies see that benefit, because that's how they work. If someone want to get a hold of you, what's the best way to find you? Obviously, they can always reach out to IEC Florida. I've always said that, you can reach out to IEC Florida. We will get you in touch, but if they want to go more directly, what's the easiest way to get you?
Oh, well, they can reach us at our phone number. We have a fully staffed real office in Atlanta, Georgia, real people. The phone number is 404-733-1350. We also have a website, bensource.com, and it's got some pretty cool customer testimonials that talk about our service level. We're just tremendously grateful for the association with IEC. We want to partner to actually be able to bring employers to the same level of the union employer offering. That we have that little Davis-Bacon perk that we can help members with too. So if you find yourself in a position where you feel like it's union or not and you need to provide those benefits, and we'll come right in and we'll put that patch in there and you'll be all okay.
Well, and I think, too, that's a good point. In addition to Davis-Bacon assistance and being able to provide that benefit, it's also the knowledge that you're providing our members. So sometimes it's just information that we're sending out to our members. And that part just, I think, it shows that partnership versus just a sponsor or a provider. It's someone who's actually, involved day-to-day in our association with our members, with our contractors. And so for me, I have to say thank you for being a part of that. It makes it so easy. I just say, I look good.
People.
Here's a 401k people. I mean, that's literally, let me introduce you to the 401k people. So let me introduce you to the 401k people. If you need one, even if you have one and you think it's doing great, I would say give us a call. Let us try, because it'll just benefit you in the long run too. Even if you find out what you have is good, what you have is good. But if there's something you can do better, or you want to be able to pick up a phone call, drop an email, drop a text message, these are your people. So thank you all for being here. Hope you had
Thank
fun.
you, Natasha.
Safe travels
we had
back
a
to
good
Atlanta.
time. We will.
Thank
you.
We're good to go. There we go. High
All right, guys. Time's up. Let's stop where we're at, and thank you very much, and congratulations to everybody.
3. Oh.
Hi, and welcome back. We are wrapping up the IEC Wire-Off 2023 here, and we are with one of our favorite sponsors, Milwaukee, one of our long-term partners invested in not only IEC as an association and our contractors, but also in our apprenticeship education. So let me just start off by saying thank you for all you do for us, Tony, but also tell us a little bit about Milwaukee's commitment to our apprentices, just in general, and the IEC programs.
Yeah, so Milwaukee invests a lot of time and resources into apprenticeship programs, IEC specifically. We're proud partnership for many years and look forward to doing it for many more years as well. We really do put a lot of focus on the apprentices because we want to make sure from the very first day they pick up a tool, whether that be a power tool, hand tool, or a pair of pliers, that they're doing so with good quality tools as well as safe tools so that they can bring those into their future companies when they become superintendents and key decision makers in their future. We want to make sure that they have quality products from start to finish.
I think also one of the big things here is safety-wise. Y'all are always helping us with safety weeks and safety for how they're handling tools, the ergonomics of it, and so forth. And a lot of times you'll come in and help us with some classes. So what are those things you kind of do for sometimes in the classes you all come in and for our apprentices and talking about those tools and safety and a little bit of talk about Milwaukee's commitment to that safety as well.
Yeah, so safety is probably, our number one focus for sure. Every single tool that we make is made with our tradesmen and women in mind. So from the ergonomic controls that we put into our tools, like as simple as a hammer drill with an auto stop so that, it stops 45 degrees so that you're not overturning your wrist and having any fractures on site. We put a lot of focus into safety, and not only in the field, but also with the apprenticeship programs as well. So our Milwaukee Grid website actually has safety videos, how to. So you can go on there. It's our exclusive apprenticeship only website to where apprentices can have industry knowledge of what's going on within IEC across the nation, as well as how-to videos on all of our electrical focused tools.
And tell them how they can get to that website. The Apprentice Grid site is amazing. So let them know just if they're out there watching, all of our 400 guys out there.
Yeah, so it's milwaukeetool.com/grid. You can sign on with your local IEC chapter.
Very cool. Yeah. Now, in addition, you also have things for our contractors. So you're always helping our contractors out with the newest and greatest, whether it's going to their sites, helping them with whether it's the generator power, so there's not wires they'll trip over. So what's new and upcoming for our contractors in Milwaukee world?
So we actually have a really exciting launch happening in June. So our made in the USA electrician's hand tools. So pliers, screwdrivers. We have a whole plethora of line. We actually made a $55 million investment factory facility in the middle of COVID. So made in the USA hand tools for electricians specifically, launching in June.
Very cool. I'm excited about that. And so before we get on how they can reach you, also we'll be having the third Milwaukee IEC clay shoot in July. So super excited. When we first went on, I said, hey, Tony, crazy idea. You want to sponsor a clay shoot? And since then, it's been the IEC Milwaukee clay shoot. So excited about that. And that'll happen in July. So maybe we can see some of those cool new tools by then.
Oh, of course. Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
So you'll want to join us at our clay shoot in July 28th. And that way you can also see the cool tools. But if you want to sneak peek or you want to see them before or reach out to you, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
You can shoot me an email, tony.mariani @milwaukeetool.com. It's the best way to reach me.
And if you didn't get it or you forget or whatnot, you can always reach out to IEC Florida. We'll connect you for sure. Our partners are what makes things like this happen. And on behalf of those apprentices out there, I actually see a couple of them loading up their amazing Milwaukee backpacks right now that they donated. I want to thank you for these great backpacks that were full of tools that our students and apprentices were able to